Good morning, students. Today we are going to learn our 7th standard history's first chapter, the sources of history. We studied ancient Indian history last year. This year we are going to study the medieval period of Indian history. Medieval period of Indian history, the period from the 9th century CE till the end of 18th century CE, is considered to be the medieval period of Indian history. In this lesson, we are going to study the sources of medieval history. History gives us chronological, scientific, and systematic account of past events. History gives us chronological, scientific, and systematic account of past event. Chronological means what? Sequential. 4 factors are very important from the viewpoint of history. They are individuals, society, place, and time. Time, place, society, individuals are the 4 major pillars of history. We cannot write history without them. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs. Authentic means original, not copied. These proofs are known as sources of history. History must be based on authentic evidence or proofs which are known as the sources of history. Let us classify these sources into material sources, written sources, and oral sources. To learn more about them, let us also evaluate the sources of history. We have to consider many factors related to the historical event that we want to study. It is necessary to support our study with historical sources. These sources have to be verified. We have to see whether they are authentic. It is necessary to use these sources judiciously and only after critical analysis. Critical analysis means चिकित्सकपणे. Forts have an important place among material sources. Some major types of forts are hill forts, forest forts, sea forts, and forts on the plain. Monuments include samadhis, graves, virgal, and building includes palaces, ministerial mansions, queen quarters. Queen quarter means Ranivasa, and also houses of common people. Here monuments means statues or buildings. Graves means place in the ground where a dead person buried. Graves means place in the ground where a dead person is buried. In Marathi, what we call that kabar. And virgal means युद्धात धारातीर्थी पडलेल्या लोकांची आठवण कायमस्वरूपी असावी म्हणून आपल्या पूर्वजांनी त्यांच्या स्मरणार्थ एका दगडावर त्यांची नावे कोरलेली असतात. त्यालाच विरगळ असे म्हणतात. Queen quarter means Rani Vasa and also houses of common people. The material sources include forts, memorials, buildings, copper, plates, caves, sculpture, coins and inscription. They all provide insight about that period. Looking at them, we come to know about the development of architecture and the economic condition, the quality of art, style of the building construction, and people's standard of living in that particular period. Since ancient times, coins like kaudi, damdi, dhela, pai, paisa, anna, and rupee were used. Some local idioms or proverbs are based on the coins. For example, एक फुटकी कौडी देणार नाही. Here, futki kaudi means the lowest bit of money. And second one is 16 ana such, means 100% true. The coins made by different rulers using metals. The rulers using different kinds of metals for making coins are gold, silver, copper. These are the important sources of history. From these coins, we learn about the rulers, their period, governance, religious idea, personal details. Similarly, we also learn about the financial transaction and economic condition prevailing at that time. Prevailing means what? Most common at a particular time. Means सर्वत्र आढळणारा किंवा प्रचलित असणारा. We also see how far metallurgy had advanced in that period. Metallurgy means what? It is a technique of heating metal so as to give them certain desired shape. Metallurgy means what? It is a technique of heating, metal heating, and due to that heating, that metal or we gives that metal to a particular shape. From the images of Ram Sita on the coins of Emperor Akbar or Shiva Parvati on the coins of Hyder Ali, we see the religious coordination of those days. The Peshwa used the Arabic or Persian language on their coin. This throws light on the use of language in that period. An inscription is a carving on a stone or a wall. Inscription means what? Historical or religious words are written on metal or stone or wood. See, from the coin we learn about the rulers, their period, governance, religious ideas, and personal details. We also learn about the financial transaction and economic condition, progress of metallurgy, religious coordination, and languages of that period. Inscription, related to this inscription, one example is here. The inscription found in the Brihadishwara temple premises in Tanjavur. Many inscriptions of the period of Chalukya, Rashtrakoot, Chola, and Yadav kings have been found. An inscription is considered to be a very important and reliable source of history. It helps us to understand features like language, script, social life of period. Inscription carved on sheet of copper are known as copper plates. Means the inscription which carve on that copper metal are called copper plates. Royal edicts, verdicts are inscribed on copper plates. Chaityas, viharas, temples, churches, mosques, agaris, dargah, maqbaras, gurudwaras, monuments, sculpture, wells, minarets, village boundaries and gates, weapons, utensils, ornaments, clothes, decorative articles, toys, implements, musical instruments are all material sources of history. See, here in inscription that royal edicts and verdicts are inscribed on mainly on copper plates. And inscription, it is reliable source as it helps us to understand the language, script and social life of period. Next part of the lesson we will discuss on our next lecture.